It's part two of Christmas in July, and we're making cards and gift card holders. For this first card, I'm using an image from Creative Fabrica, and I uploaded it into Cricut Design Space as a flat graphic, and we're going to do a print and cut. So I needed to just size it down, and this is how the image looks. If you wanted to, you could just print this, fold it in half, and have a card like that. But I wanted to have a little cutout that would be like a pop-up on the front of an insert card. So I'm just adding a template sized to the 5.5 by 4.25 inch cards. And then I'm just going to size it down to make sure it fits. And once I have the right size, I added an offset. So the offset is just going to give it a little extra space around the edges, and here is how it looks on a different color background. So just to maximize my cardstock space, I duplicated the image, and you'll want to make sure you flatten this, because if you don't, here's how it will cut. It will try to cut everything on the image, but that's not what we want. We want a flat image on a white background, just like this. So you could just put that on the card, but I wanted a little more detail, so I added some snowflakes. And I am going to take one of my little cutouts and place it right on the front of the card. But again, I wanted a little bit of a 3D effect, so I'm using some foam tape. And this is a foam tape from Dollar Tree, which actually works really well, so if you see it, pick some up. And I probably went a little bit overboard with the tape, but I just cut a bunch of little pieces and kind of went around the image on the back side until it was fully covered. And then I just removed all those lining pieces to adhere it to the front of the card. So this is a really simple card you can make using the insert cards without having to do any cutting. You could really customize this, add some sentiments on the inside, do whatever you like, but I just wanted to keep it nice and simple. This next card is even simpler. It's just another insert card, but we are going to cut out a design. I just found this image in Cricut Design Space and added some text. So the image is just a couple of ornaments, and I just made sure to set the text to draw and the image to cut, then centered everything horizontally. And once everything was set, I just needed to attach it in place. Now you want to select just the image and the text and click attach. Do not attach the square because the machine will cut it out of your card. So once that is all set up, you just put the pen in the machine, let it do its thing, and then it will cut out the shapes. Now the Cricut Joy is not the best with cutting out very fine details, and I could have gone in and contoured these little cutouts from that smaller ornament on the right side here. But I just was very careful when I was removing this, just trying to lift it nice and slowly to avoid tearing any more pieces. But we do learn from our mistakes, so I just wanted to keep this one in here just to show you. If I did this again, I would just go back in and contour. There's a little circle within that bow that the machine tried to cut, and it was just a little too small. So it is what it is. We're going to keep it moving. So I just removed this from the card mat. And for this one, I don't like using the inserts the way they're intended with the cutouts on the front. I just don't like the look of it. So I just used a piece of cardstock that I had on hand, cut it to size, and I'm just going to use some double-sided tape to stick that to the back of the inside. And again, you could customize this however you want. You could add something to the inside, but now you have two surfaces that you can write on the inside as well. And there's nothing extra showing on the front. So let me know what you think of this one. Now I wanted to challenge myself to design a gift card holder, and here is my design with all the elements that I used. And I made a little makeshift gift card as well. I cut this on some textured cardstock, and if you do this as well, just make sure the texture is facing down on the mat so that it will be on the outside once it's cut. You'll also need the scoring tool for this. And here is what it looks like all cut out. So this is a very simple design. It just folds in half, and the top flap just inserts into that little tab at the bottom. Now this isn't a flawless design. I do have to go back and make some adjustments, like that flap is just a little too close to the edge, and you'll see in a second it did break open. But here's my little makeshift gift card, which fits perfectly inside. And it's super simple. You could just add some ribbon to this, and you could use this all year round really for gift cards. Now I did make a second gift card holder design, and this is just a little mini envelope style. So all you do when it's cut out is fold on those score lines, and this one I will link to because it's all free shapes in Cricut design space, so you can just go ahead and use my design if you like. It also helps if you have a bone folder with this, if your cardstock is a little thicker, to really crease those score lines. And then I just used my tape runner to glue the bottom flap to those little side tabs. But again, this is glitter cardstock, so I did go back and just add a little bit of glue because this didn't hold super well. So here it is with the little gift card in there again, and this is just a little bit bigger. You could resize this if you like, but you could either use ribbon or a sticker to close this, or get fancy and use those wax stamps, whatever you like. But I hope you enjoyed these Christmas cards and gift card holders. Let me know which one was your favorite, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe for more Christmas in July.